Forgive me, I did not notice you come in. Welcome to the false record. Yes, I am aware. One can only find this shop on recommendation, otherwise the enchantments would keep you out. I'm afraid I cannot disclose the exact nature of the enchantments, lest they be used against us. Human curiosity is not an unwelcome trait. However, please remember where you are. This is a place where one's identity is questioned, asked too many, and you may lose yourself between the lines. A mask? You must be talking about our premium service. A mask that allows you to assume another's identity. That is what you're looking for, is it not? A spell such as that requires a more delicate touch, so it will be the more expensive option. If that is alright with you, I can look for the materials now. If not, I can suggest alternatives. You'll pay whatever is needed. You should be careful with your choice of words. Were I a human shopkeeper, I could take advantage of that. The strings above me are not for display purposes. I am a puppet made by the shop's owner. I am to run the shop while he is out on business or busy with high-volume orders. Now then, about your mask. Are you looking to imitate a specific person, or are you looking for a generic disguise? The masks here come in two forms. The first is a simple disguise. When the wearer dons the mask, a glamour is cast over them that takes on the first appearance that comes to mind. I find that a lot of noble youth use this option to walk around the city without their parents' or guardians' approval. The second option provides a more intricate disguise based on a specific person indicated by the wearer. This is the more complicated, expensive, and rather dangerous alternative. Just like the former, it will cast a glamour on you, but specifically make you appear and sound like one particular person of your choosing. Each mask contains only one glamour spell, so if you need to switch between multiple disguises, you will have to purchase more. All magic comes with risk. Please take a seat while I explain the contract. Due to the dangers, each customer must sign a contract. In this, you will acknowledge the dangers posed to you with this item, which I will explain in more detail momentarily. It also ensures that you cannot tell others where you got this mask verbally. You recall that your friend had to write you a letter, yes? If you wish to promote our business, this is the means which you are allowed to do so. However, there is a clause that the mask will also prevent you from writing about the shop under duress. Again, I'm not at liberty to speak on the shop's secrets, nor do I wish to anger the owner by speaking of his spells so candidly. You are wishing to get the mask that disguises you as a specific person. Very well. I shall explain the dangers of this mask in particular, or perhaps more so how to counteract the danger. The most important factor, you must remember, is yourself. If you stay under the mask's glamour for too long, you will begin to forget who you really are. You will start to believe you are truly the person you are pretending to be. So you must remain self-aware at all times. Keep the thought of you playing a role and not replacing someone entirely. Do you understand? It is suggested you take off the mask before sleeping, bathing, and eating if you can. With the full face mask, eating will be impossible. However, I can provide a supplementary spell which allows the mask to stretch enough for you to open the mask's mouth and eat for an additional fee. Very well, I will add that to your order. The next danger is that the mask only copies one appearance and voice. It does not suddenly give you their memories or mannerisms. If you are hoping to go undercover in any sort of way, you will need to have these addressed. I once again ask that you hold your curiosity when it comes to asking about the shop and other customers. It is of no consequence. Just keep in mind that I cannot answer those questions, even if I wanted to. I see you are learning. The next danger is that magic can still affect the wearer. If someone is able to dispel your glamour, then that is exactly what will happen. However, the protections against that exact scenario are built into the enchantments and glamour. Only a high-ranking magic user will be able to dispel it. Magical artifacts can also react to your mask. It is suggested to keep your guard up at all times. Now then, there is one last danger, though it somewhat ties to the first. The more you wear the mask, the more difficult it will be to take off. I mean this in a literal sense. Subconsciously, you'll want to keep the mask on, and even your body might object to you wanting to take it off. Put it on and off too many times, or lose yourself into the role you are playing, and the mask might never come off. I have seen cases where it fused with the person's flesh. Most would not notice due to the glamour still being active, but once dispelled, they will reveal themselves to have been transformed into a rather hideous mixture of flesh and mask. The glamour will also become easier to dispel in this scenario, as most of the protections would be null and void once the mask is fused with the flesh. Such powerful enchantments are able to be used because it is an inanimate object. With this being said, would you like to proceed? Your will is admirable. Do not hesitate for a moment. Very well. Please sign here. Thank you. Please tell me who you would like to resume the role of. You wish to disguise yourself as Abel Montgomery, son of the Viscount Kevin Montgomery. Do I have that right? You need not explain your entire situation. We do not ask that of our customers. We only ask for payment and secrecy of our business. Now then, do you have anything that belongs to Lord Abel? It will strengthen the glamour. A letter written by him. Very well, that will suffice. Are there any small details someone might miss about his appearance at first glance, but those close to him would know? A small mole on his neck, dimples when he smiles. Any other details I should be aware of? Very well, allow me a moment to finish. Here you are, and this is the cost. Did you expect a mask that looked exactly like Lord Abel's face? As I have never seen the man, I would not even know how to do such a thing. The mask is made in this way so that if you put it down and someone sees it, it is not suspicious, as carnivals and festivals are common. Additionally, it makes it easy to find if you need to place it back on your face quickly. Very good. Thank you for your patronage. May you return. Of course. The shop's doors are always open for those who can enter. I do not require rest, so the shop is open at all hours. As I have stated before, I am simply a puppet. I do not need rest, food, or other things most creatures of this world might rely on. Sad? No, I don't think so. Then again, I'm not exactly attuned to what you humans call emotions, but from my observations, no, never mind. And tell me, who do you believe is in the more depressing scenario? A puppet such as I, with no emotions but a defined purpose, or one such as you, who feels the need to become someone else entirely, no matter the risk? A good cause. I've heard that line more than I care to admit. Have a pleasant day, and good luck with your role.